Needles and me are not my friend. Everybody wants kung fu fighting. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hopeless Heel Gaming. Welcome back to the Town of Light. Welcome back to another playthrough of Renee, of us. Which we don't even know if it's Renee, to be honest with you, because we've been reading a lot of stuff. The person that we're playing here seems to be
the grounds at the back of the hospital, and then down to the kitchens.
It seems that this individual is very how can I put this? Multiple personalities. Like she's talking to herself. There's other personalities within her that obviously are trying to sway her to read more, to learn more, and to go on more. So it's interesting, to be honest with you. 14 grounds and park. So I got to go back grounds and park. It's kind of interesting to see how the story kind of develops, to see exactly what this character does and where she belongs in this concept and story.
This is the road we used to take.
This is not a road. This is a backyard.
If it weren't for her. In the grounds on that bench in spring. So many days.
Is this Amara that we're talking about now?
It was an escape, watching nature around us as she talked and smiled.
Just random, like, berries? Okay.
Sometimes we stole food.
How dare you?
And ran back to the bench to eat it in secret.
Kill them!
Laughed.
Kill them all! How dare you steal our food? That's a big woman. Oh.
She did things to me. Sometimes she touched me.
Oh my.
In the shower, I felt her body against mine.
Okay, here comes the blurring again.
There was a shiver that warmed my soul. Eyes closed. The light slipped away.
Alrighty then. So she had a much more personal, experience with this Amara lady, and I believe that's what her name is, Amara, I'm assuming?
She wasn't in the
Where's
system.
The kitchen?
He wouldn't let her in.
He wouldn't let her in, okay.
That's it. She must be the key to my memories, to the reasons why. Nature helped me to forget, to escape from the system.
Okay, do we want a shovel? Can we use a shovel in here? Do we want cement paste? No? I know in Fallout 4, if we get cement paste, we can actually build some cement structures. Why don't we use that? I think we should be able to use that. That actually sounds very helpful. Pickaxes? There's ores. There's bound to be ores somewhere around here. We can find some ores. We can start getting some metal. We can start actually fabricating some more weapons. We can build our own base here. Listen, let's utilize this as our own base.
Let's look for Amara in the kitchens, in the basement of the building, behind the greenhouse.
Let's look for her in the basement of the building behind the greenhouse. First and foremost, basement of a building is not where I want to go.
Spring. The land of light was far away, and we spent the days chatting on the stone benches.
That is some interesting benches. I don't think I've ever seen stone benches before. Your face looks weird. Oh. Looky, looky. There's something over here. Synopsis. He told me about Bruna's father and brother, but I was always very ill. The light had returned, and the thing made me suffer even more. It was my world, and it was crumbling. When I spoke to Brana about it, she turned her head away and was silent for a long time. Prince Charming doesn't exist, Renee. Or don't exist, Renee, at least not for us. I was 14 years old. I didn't think it was possible for a boy to look at me and desire me. When he asked me if I wanted to go for a walk, I didn't say anything. I didn't even have the courage to look at him. So handsome. Things improved for a number of years, and suddenly everything came crashing down. Even one evening I came home drunk, and the following morning a terrible crisis overcame me. All of a sudden, what had I done? I was terrified. I thought I lost my sight. The light blurred my eyes from inside. The memories of the previous day emerged and burst. Images, flashes which unleashed something monstrous inside me. Repetition of words was no longer sufficient. Now there was a voice in my head which repeated them louder than I did, and they were words of accusation and blame. So I covered my ears and shouted and hit my head against the wall and threw up. Ooh, okay, that's going a distance. I remember the doctor, the wall filthy with blood and vomit. My mother wasn't looking at me. Brana was crying, but trying to hide it. Charlotte was beside me. I never told anyone what had happened. He came to visit me, but I refused to see him. I became agitated. I think he liked me. Even though things turned out badly in her period, even though things turned out badly. In that period, I began to suffer from memory loss. The few things I learned didn't please me at all. He told me that I was looking for him. It was all my own fault. Brana told me that sometimes I got drunk. People in the village gossiped about me. Sometimes I was covered in black and blue marks. I didn't realize what was happening to me, what I was doing. I was no longer in control of my life from my little corner. Oh, geez, something. What is this? What? I don't know what these little markers down here mean, but I've done. I think this one maybe, and this one, but not this one. Not that I'm aware of, at least. I have no clue. Why does a kitchen have to be in a basement? Let's put it in a much more happier place. A basement is not a happy place. Though a greenhouse is a very happy place. Okay. I see you've been doing some stuff around here, haven't you? You've utilized the greenhouse for more than just planting plants. Yes, we've reached the kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the kitchen. What is it?
Come on. Come on, let's look everywhere. She must be here, I'm certain.
Why would you be certain she's here? This is my question. You are in a weird... Like, you're here by yourself. Why are you certain she's here? Now, I know somebody opened the door for you earlier. I really get that. When I was in the room and somebody was just, hey, unlock the door, they ran away like a little bitch. But I don't think she's really here, girl. Like, I really don't think so. I think you want her to be here, but I just don't think that she is here. Amara. She never knows. She may be dead. How long ago were you here? Like, was it a long time ago? Because if it's a long time ago, you really got to look at it that way, okay? Can I turn something on here? No, I cannot. That door is locked.
We mustn't give up.
We mustn't give up. She talks in the third person. Like, what? Who is we? Are you referring to somebody else that's inside you? Is somebody talking to you from the inside? Who's inside you right now? Is Amara a part of you? Was she always a hallucination, potentially? Being a hallucination actually may be something. Adding more synopsis. Oh my god. I no longer consider my body as something disgusting and ill. Far from it. I began to look at myself. I began to look at myself, to caress myself and smell my own skin. I began to explore and experience finding physical pleasure. My ideas were not very clear and I never spoke to anyone about it. These things, Bruna, however, spoke about them. She boasted about her love stories and her young men. To my eyes, she was very lucky, always being wooed by marvelous, generous, and kind boys. Thus, I fantasized about her adventures, pretending that I was a main protagonist. But how could I ever be like her? Occasionally, I recall that she had black and blue marks on her body, but I was so naive that I did not understand. I did not put two and two together. It was Don Gino, who explained things to me a few years later. He told me about Bruna's father and brother, and I was already very ill. The light had returned, and that thing made me suffer even more. It was my world, and it was crumbling when I spoke to Bruna about it, and she turned her head away and was silent for a long time. Prince Charming doesn't exist, Renee. At least not for us. Oh, it just then it goes into the new one. Okay, so obviously she was with someone who was physically assaulting her or something like that, I believe.
Where could she be? We've got to talk to her. Everything will be all right. But being here now, I don't like it. Come on, let's look for her quickly.
Flashlight?
We can't stay in here too long. They'll find us.
No, lady.
When they found us. Come on, hurry. We've got to find her quickly.
There is nobody in here. Like, you need to relax. This is an abandoned building, which still generates power by looks of it.
We can't go down there. There's too much water.
Okay, there's too much water down there. Do we got to find somewhere to pump the water out?
Adele, that little girl has been standing motionless in front of the kitchen door for hours. Poor thing, I gave her some candy. She ate it without a word and remained motionless. I don't think she's very well. We used to see her now and again, but now she's always there. I'm going. The doctor's not here. He's coming this afternoon. Try and speak to him.
See, this is what I mean. Was Amara like an actual fan, like just something in her head the whole time? Oh.
Poor thing.
Okay.
Lost in her dreams. She was only a little girl.
But are you not Renee?
But nobody gave her a cuddle. They punished her instead. They said she was sick, and her dreams were troubling her. They weren't even hers anymore. I need her. But we will find her.
Why is it becoming echoey?
We'll find her, won't we? When the water in the shower was cold, we ran away. But when it was hot, then she came to Renee, under that cruel white light. I can still feel the shivers her body gave me.
Wait.
Everything must return to how it was. If we recreate that magic, she'll come to us.
I don't get it. Are you Renee or are you Amara? What is that walking in the background? It's my cat, guys. Don't worry. He's a little jackass.
Jackass!
Can I go down here? Oh, look. Now the water is gone. Look how that worked. Close. Do that. Do this. Do this and do that. Okay, that's a lot of stuff we gotta do. It flipped, and then I gotta plug this. Oh. Oh.
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes.
Alright, where's the corridor in the kitchens, okay? Let's go find that little corridor, which I believe is here. Oh, look, it's already done it for me. How wonderful. I always love when a game's like, no, this way, idiot. You're gonna turn the wrong way. I'm a-coming, girl. Amara, or Renee, or whoever the hell I am looking for.
Everything's ready.
Oh.
Let's get undressed and leave our clothes on the hooks in the changing rooms.
I'm sorry, what are we doing? Why are we getting undressed now? List of family deviant conducts. Those treatment require special severity, rigor. Anonism, masturbation. Homoeroticism, homosexuality, unnatural mothers, mothers who fail to develop an instinct of motherhood, refuse to conject. Okay. Okay, we're gonna put our clothes right over here. We are. Why is our clothing bloody? Oh. Oh.
Let's turn the water on now, and everything will be as before.
Why are we walking as if this is like we're intoxicated? Is this normal? Is this normal to happen? Alright, whoa. Well then, this is very interesting. Blurriness has to happen here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna look up for the time being. Alright, there we go. Oh my lord. Is she over here? She is over here. Hello. Animation is taking over now? Why are we on the ground? Why are we crawling towards her? Is this... Crawling towards a woman is not what we want to be doing. This woman looks problematic. This woman looks like she has problems.
Amara was everything I could have been, but she no longer existed.
They just pulled you guys away from each other.
I'd loved to erase everything I did, but instead I always went ahead and did it again. It was my fault, and she disappeared from my life.
Semi-agitated ward. Oh no. Did the lights get to you? Like, she's like surrounded by lights by the looks of it. It's like like beaming on her. Ooh, I don't like needles. I do not like needles. Needles and me are not my friend. This girl is not doing well. This place that she is in is not well at all. Lady, how you doing there? Want a pancake?
They gave you injections there, which made your body and soul tremble violently. A whirlwind of anguish and unbearable pain. I lived in terror of the next time. They had taken me upstairs to that ward where no one wanted to go.
So you went to the agitated ward now? Is that where you are?
Renee's room in the slightly agitated ward.
So, this is what I mean. Like, I feel that the person who I'm playing is Renee, but at the same time, Amara as well. Like, this was all in her head. Because, like, you don't really hear a lot about what happens to Amara, whereas more is Renee, the one that's being changed and taken to different places. So I feel that she's the one that's actually feeling this and getting all of it, which is kind of like, oh, okay. So you must have something, like you must be going through some personality disorders or multiple personality disorders. Is that doll still in that same little area that we left it? Hello. Oh, thank you for opening the door for us. I appreciate that.
When there was too much chaos, they closed all the windows and the door. They turned off the lights, and it was pitch black.
How fantastic.
Some people fell asleep. Some others stopped seeing their demons and became more calm.
Is this it? Is this her room? Looks like all the other rooms around here. Oh, that's a lot of bloody clothes over there. I don't want to know why. Doors, windows are open. You know what? I think we have to go with the motif here. Let's close the windows. Obviously, get these people... Oh my god. Oh my god. That just terrified the crap out of me. That was it the whole time. I just didn't even turn around to look at that. Whoa. Okay. That's a pretty creepy ass picture. I'm gonna say that right now. And whoever was able to do that all the way up there, man, you guys are absolutely fantastic at that. There's a room. Oh look, what is this? What is it? Can I fiddle with this? Shock? Oh, more shocking treatments. Oh, electroshock therapy. This, okay. What is with these sounds? Why are there very bad sounds right now? Can we stop the very bad sounds?
December 20th,
Please?
1941.
Manifesto?
Dear Director, could you please let me know how my daughter, your patient Renee T, is getting along? I've written to my daughter several times, but have received no reply.
That's scary from a mother's point of view.
Particularly as I've been ill for some time and have not been well enough to come and visit her. Please kindly let me know when it will be possible for me to bring my daughter home. Your humble servant, Ada T. Bring this letter to the attention of Dr. C so he can assess the potential discharge of the patient.
Did he, though? Not delivered. Oh, so they intentionally kept her in here? By the way, what I like is how we're in the slightly agitated ward. Not the really agitated ward, we're in the slightly agitated ward, okay? Don't misconstrue that with agitated or too agitated. I didn't tell anyone about the light. I knew that something terrible was happening to me. I thought that I would die, and the shame I felt was so deep that I didn't control it. Restless took over me. April is gone. I was afraid when other people were nearby. I saw figures pointing at me, mouths laughing. Oh, what was that? Condemning me. I tried to be alone. I would sit down on the ground and curled in the dark. I would repeat any word in continuation. This helps me not to think. Not to lose myself. I would spend entire days like this, hoping that my mother would ignore me. Her compassionate words hurt me and terrorize me even more. And so I had to... Whoa. Shout and shout and shout those words. After a few days, things got better, and little by little I came out of my hiding place, but the fear was always there, under the surface, ready to strike me even harder. Oh my god. 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 I'm still not able to find Charlotte's room. What the hell? Or the other lady's room. Really, doll? You having fun over here? You doing good? Okay, good. I'm not gonna stab you with a knife to the face as of yet. Oh look, I found something else that I can add to my diary.
June 1935. After much theorizing and practice in clinics for the privileged, the moment for action has finally arrived. Volterra is the right place. It's an avant-garde hospital, the perfect place for a doctor who really wants to make a difference. November 20th. Crossing the threshold of the asylum was similar to entering another dimension. A world of smells, noises, and images, which it is almost impossible to imagine, describe, or explain.
I can imagine.
August 1936. The situation is similar to that in many other institutions. The department is overcrowded. Hundreds of patients are supervised by a handful of nurses who are forced to tie the more distressed ones to their beds or to radiators.
Which is absolutely horrible.
They do 24-hour shifts. It's impossible to work like this.
Oh my god.
We doctors rarely see the female patients, and it's the nurses who tell us what's happening to the women.
Oh. So you don't even know what's happening exactly. There's gonna be a lot of reading. The overpowering stench of the wards, the constant din of shouts and voices are barely recognizable in human, dirty, naked bodies, devoid of dignity. Lunatic asylum gets under their skin and wears you down. I often consider resigning. I feel useless, impotent, a sort of merciful jailer, a mercy that helps no one and only helps to ease my conscience. Dramas are playing out before my eyes every single day, and I try to distance myself from them, and I just do the best I can. But a girl arrived some day ago. I could avoid her gaze. All she asked in her dignified silence was not to be ripped away from her world. And me, I'm old enough to be her father, the father she'd never had. I wouldn't want her, who rejected her without even knowing her. I, too, refused what she asked me. I couldn't do anything but add my signature to co-sign her to hell. A danger to herself and to others, a cause of public scandal. This was what was written on the accompanying note from the police headquarters. It was difficult not to agree with it. How much more violence would this poor girl be subjected to? Her gaze is so intense, so far removed from the carefree nature that which should be a joyful hallmark of her age. I cried myself to sleep in my solitude. I think myself about those sad and frightened days staring at me. Sorry guys, I had to just kind of mute that and just read from there because I'm not going to let you guys just sit through reading that. My name is Renee. They told me that I have to write this diary, but I don't feel like it. It's not true that I feel better when I write. Actually, it's worse. I was a shy girl and I just wanted to be like the others, but it's not like what happened. No, I did things that, when I think about them now, eventually brought me here with wet light. Everything started with that damn light. It happened for the first time when I was still a little girl. I was 6 or 7, I was walking outside school when suddenly the noise, sleep, Renee, sleep, started to melt into the indistinguishable rumble. That light increased out of all proportions. Everything lost its meaning. I could no longer recognize anything. Objects, people, words, not even myself. Don't stare at me. What are you looking for? I felt fear at the physical sensation. It prevented me from moving, from swallowing, from breathing. After God knows how long, everything went back to normal. Snapdragon, I can't move. I'm afraid of the light. I'm afraid of the light. But the new fear replaced the old one, different but terrible, of the light coming back, and it did come back. And that's when it gets back to, okay, so obviously something to do with the lights was really problematic. Guys, I think I'm going to leave it here for right now. I've been looking for which way to go for this godforsaken lady and finding her room in the slightly agitated ward, but because I'm having issues about where the hell the slightly agitated ward is, I don't even know. I don't even know. So I'm going to come back to this, unfortunately, and see exactly what the hell's going on. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you leave a like down below. Make sure you leave a link to the. Make sure you leave a like down below. Make sure you leave a sub to the channel. Always helps out. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Leave a comment down below if you guys are enjoying this and the channel light. And if you think that how they got treated was really, really horrible, because it really was horrible. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. And from me to you, make sure to heal. Please heal, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.